It's time for that. Coach for the streets. I'm gonna say this. It's all fun and games until people ain't no longer scared to speak up. And then Jaguar Wright's viral moment situation where she's going viral on all these interviews and she's speaking her truth and she getting backlash from it just as well as she getting fan support and people that believe her story. But if you ask me, women aren't protected in the industry, Hollywood, entertainment, hip-hop culture. And it's sad to see because when they speak up for themselves, either they ain't heard, it's nowhere to go, it's nobody to turn to. And certain people connected to the people that may cause these problems and these issues for women in the industry turn the other cheek. So, in the process of Jaguar Wright telling her truth, do I believe her? Yeah. Do you believe her? Maybe you should dig deeper for the truth. And maybe you will see certain things that'll lead you to think she's telling the truth or lead you to agree with her. It's you entitled to your own opinion, but over here, we hip hop heads and we grew up on the culture of entertainment, hip hop, rap music, what came with that. So to be inspired and influenced by so many people today from the past into today, and then to understand that we never even understood the fact that these people had so much darkness in their closet until now. And we got to salute people like Jaguar Wright for being fearless, speaking out, standing on her truth, because at the end of the day, her voice speaks for 1,000 women.
Yeah, yeah. Got my nigga Cheese in this bitch. Midwest UGK, nigga. You already know. Yeah. I said my hands on this money. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. This 100-round drummy. It'll knock a nigga right down. My dope on my scale. It be knocking watch lights out. My spot do be booming. I'm caught up in this lifestyle. My hands on this money. I'm caught up in this lifestyle.
Yo, 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 hey man, it's time for that Coach for the Street podcast. We're back at you with another hot segment. We in these YouTube streets this evening. So without further ado, we ain't got to say too much, but we got a lot to talk about. So shout out to everybody that been rocking out with the channel the whole. It's time for that Coach for the Streets movement. We really appreciate y'all rocking out with us from the gate.
Man, we finna turn back up for y'all because we've been real lackluster lately.
Yeah.
We about to get back. We about to get back on our 24/7
365.
Yeah.
It is. And bro, we got to talk about how Jaguar Wright been airing out Diddy and his whole campaign on Real Life Productions, man. A lot of things she was saying was questionable, and some of the things she was saying sound like it's facts. But she
It all
told me,
sounded questionable at first.
oh yeah, for sure.
If we don't know what's going on and she say this and we don't know for sure, it's questionable. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. And what the thing is, she said ever since this Diddy situation went on, like especially when the raid happened, all of a sudden, all of her old videos, the numbers starting to increase again. You feel me? They going back looking at all of the segments that she did on all of these people she was exposing, and now they starting to believe her. You feel me? But man, how you feel about some of the things she was saying on Real Life Productions? Y'all tell us if y'all watch that segment. I need y'all to get in the comments and tell us how y'all feel about that episode, because that was a raw episode, man.
I look at it like this, cuz, like, for one, let me just say that, because I didn't grew up in certain situations where when my parents parted ways and my mom was in different types of relationships, she was in a few abusive relationships. So something about me can kind of tell when a woman that been through the ringer and she really telling the truth. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm good, kind of good character at that, but Like with her, I didn't know who Jaguar Wright was. So when she just came out of nowhere and she spoke on it, I think not only me, but a lot of people that probably wasn't real keen on who she was ignored the fact. But when Cassie ended up putting that play in with that lawsuit and getting that money, I think that right there was the stamp to everything that Jaguar Wright said, because everything that she said, once that Cassie and Diddy thing hit,
Yeah,
ever since then, everything that she done said has been accurate. It's almost like she didn't predict these things. She spoke on things that happened and people didn't believe her. But what makes it um messed up for me is if you got somebody that's risking their life to tell the truth, what type of person are you to not believe that? When you know they putting their life on the line to put this truth out there. So to see her catch all this backlash behind stuff that she's saying when 9 to 10 months after the interview, a big majority of what she was saying start coming to the light.
right. Uh, I'm gonna say this, bro. That just shows you how wicked Hollywood is. You feel me? Like it makes me think about all of the frustration that Tupac was getting off his chest when he was talking about them niggas way back in the days. The Illuminati that I'm speaking on. Like y'all niggas is y'all some hell of a dudes. That little secret society that they had going on, man, with all them cameras at Diddy house set up in all of
But
these
think about it,
rooms.
cuz was Diddy doing that to be was Diddy doing that to be a predator? Or was Diddy doing this? Now, the more I sit back and think about this part of the situation with Diddy, granted, Jaguar Wright exposed a lot. But now that we watching Diddy because of Jaguar Wright and because of the Cassie incident, like Jaguar Wright said, she knew 6 months prior to Cassie filing for that lawsuit
Mm-hmm.
that Cassie was finna do that because they got mutual friends.
Right.
So the floodgates was on their way anyway. So who's to say that she didn't know that and just got to pressing the button on the floodgates opening up on this man? But at the end of the day, Diddy doing all this stuff behind closed doors. Who's to say all these cameras wasn't for him to be able to save his own ass? Because think about it. It's probably been some politicians came through there,
Of course.
some major heavyweight label execs then came through there. They said it's been like princes of other countries that was there. So if Diddy got cameras in the furniture, cameras in the bedroom, cameras in the shower, cameras in the bathroom, cameras in the living room, cameras in the ballroom, cameras in the basement, cameras everywhere, everybody of importance is on that camera. So at the end of the day, like Jaguar Wright insinuated, why the charges ain't hit Diddy solely like that, like we expected him to be charged right now. Think
Mhm.
about it. In most cases, when the inside nigga working for the police, when had they ever charged him while he working for the police?
That's a fact. That's what she said.
When a nigga get caught with the bricks and he
Mhm.
say, you know, I'll give you the plug, they let that nigga go so he can get them the plug.
Mhm.
So if Diddy is an informant, them charges ain't came yet because he assisting, which makes sense to me why they didn't arrest that man at the airport.
That's exactly what she said. She was like, the higher ups didn't tell the feds that they was going to Diddy house. They just hit the house. The only reason why they know that was Diddy house is because they seen the kids. You feel me?
Said they didn't know until they seen the kids that it was in
Yeah.
the house. Yeah.
They say the reason why they came like that because they heard about sex worker,
And they
sex
knew about the
trafficking,
tapes.
guns, and the tape. You feel me? That's why they came with all that pressure like that, because they came for the guns, the tapes.
And think about it. I want y'all to think about this one good time for me. if Diddy an informant, but he know he in some type of trouble, what make y'all think if he knew he wasn't working with the police, what make y'all think he wouldn't have got to the crib after the Cassie shit came out, went to the crib, got rid of all that tapes and all of that, because it's no telling what's to come next. Once these lawsuits start hitting, I feel like he should have got to unplugging and destroying cameras. But if you were informants, you're gonna let them cameras run. It ain't no different from telling them, it's no different than telling the police, look, just tap my phone. And as they call me and place orders, just hit them with the charges.
Man,
I know niggas that went to jail like that, 30 niggas that went to jail like that. So he might not have wore the wire, but nigga, when they called and said, nigga, I need a half a brick, I need 9 zips, the feds was counting them packs every call.
And what she said that was inside the Tusi, what she said, I got it written down.
Which is known to be
She
a
said,
party drug.
She said it's a gay cocktail, got ketamine in it, Viagra, ecstasy, and coke.
And the ketamine, for short, you know, in the party scene, they call it Special K.
That's exactly what she said.
And Special K been around for some decades because mostly people, male men involving in the same sex activity with the same sex use that drug.
Okay. So it makes sense.
Yeah. So for people that don't know what ketamine is, they call it Special K.
That's they and then what make it so bad? What messed my whole head up? I hope that ain't Meek Mill's really hollering on that audio with him and Diddy, bro.
Now, see, I ain't gonna that one right there. I'm not gonna say that was. I'm not gonna say it's true. We know we hear him Tupac rapping on new songs. And songs. Nigga, if you think they can't go get the AI to make a voice over Meek Mill and Diddy fake doing it, you niggas is dumb.
That's a fact.
You niggas is dumb.
Because Drake just got threatened by Tupac estates for using his voice.
For even AI in this. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, they got at him real quick.
I don't. You know what I'm saying? But we could be wrong. But for us to not know factual, we can't sit here and just say nigga the tape real. Nigga the tape real. We just can't do that.
No, you're right. Because you know
there's certain things about this situation that we can debunk, but. With Jaguar Wright really like the whistleblower of the industry, because not only did she expose Diddy, she didn't just target Diddy. She talking about Jay-Z. She talking about Clive Davis. Talking about all these big figureheads in the industry that control the gates to your opportunities. The people that's gonna make you do the things you don't want to do in order to be successful, nigga.
And she even called Jock out because Jock. He went to speaking on the Diddy situation, but he went back on the interview and tried to clean it up. And
you think she wrong for calling people out, especially if she calling people out? Do y'all think she wrong for calling people out, especially when she calling people out that got knowledge of the stuff that she talking about and they chose not to say shit?
Right.
How do we blame Jaguar Wright for expressing? And you got to think about it too at the end of the day, because she living with guilt. She seen and was around a lot of this stuff. That's why she know about it. And to not have said nothing 20 years ago, to not have said nothing 30 years ago, or however long ago you've been around these things, she lived with that guilt this whole time. So that's why you can see the fearlessness in her, because she fearless right now.
That's a fact.
Because living with that regret of not speaking up when people was going through these things, she chose to speak up now when people that went through these things still chose not to speak up because they still scared.
Yeah, she went through the flame herself. She got drugged by a legendary group. You feel me? Who she chose not to expose, but she said they spiked her too. You feel me?
See what I'm saying? So for us to look down on Jaguar Wright because she doing the right thing when there's so many niggas in the industry, so many women in the industry turning the other cheek because they don't want no parts of it, or turning the other cheek because they too scared to speak up for themselves. We got to start saluting the ones that ain't scared of the people that's powerful and can put you in these messed up situations, because at the end of the day, it only take one person to stand up to expose an entire room.
That's a fact. Now, the thing is, what threw me for a loop is she put Stevie J out there saying, like, she was like, think about it, guys. Stevie J, why would he be with a masculine woman like Jocelyn, real tough like that? That's because she putting that strap on him. And I said to myself, you know what? Why would he get with a masculine woman like that out of all the women in Hollywood?
That you could have been messing with.
Yeah, you want this old masculine looking broad.
Way you don't want to play the man role.
Yeah, man.
At some point, Stevie J want to pause the button on being a man and let the girl take over. That's what type of nigga. Look at him right now with Diddy going through what he going through. Stevie J walking around like a bitch defending her motherfucking boyfriend, nigga.
Advocating for him like a motherfucker, dog.
He
And
doing more talking than Diddy.
and he don't even realize the more he talk, that shit make him look more suspect. Like, you steady ranting like a little broad trying to listen, man. Your homeboy got nasty work on him.
But like I said, in the industry, if you didn't participated, the best thing for you is to act like it ain't happening. Defend your friend because you participated too.
And then she said in the club, Justin Bieber allegedly was giving Odell Beckham some top why Trey Songz look out for him. I'm like, what the hell these niggas got going on?
And before we even go any further, let me first and foremost also publicly shout Jaguar Wright out for even doing this, because she putting her life in a blender so that's people can see the truth, so the public can see the truth, so people that's chasing success in the industry can see the truth.
Yeah, beware the darkness that's inside the industry, dog.
Why everybody that exposed the truth, the true dark side of the industry, get pegged as being crazy?
And it's like, and like she was saying, like she was like, Young Miami couldn't wait till Cassie got the fuck out the way, because she like, oh bitch, you crying doing all this whining.
But like Jaguar said, the best thing Young Miami should have did was got away from Diddy when Cassie came out and spoke against Diddy.
True.
That's when the door should have opened and she should have got out of there. She probably wouldn't be getting blackballed now if she didn't stay.
Yeah. Because now she got smut on her name.
And then we wonder why her and JT going back and forth. JT can't afford to be cut off by the industry because she got ties to Young Miami.
She said all these zesty rich industry dudes want masculine, pretty women to lure men and teenagers in.
To mess with men that like men. That's what she basically was saying. The women rather have men that like men instead of men that are men. That's basically what she was saying. And do we think she wrong? I don't think she wrong, because look at most of these Hollywood relationships. Look how they go.
Yeah.
The nigga be going left, right, left.
Yeah.
This nigga joystick, nigga.
Yeah. She even put
Jada and Will.
She said she said Will hit his own son, allegedly. Like, niggas crazy, brother. And then they just showed a little picture
now, that part of when Jaguar Wright be saying stuff like that, That side of stuff I leave alone.
That's why I said allegedly.
Because okay, if Will do choose to love or like another the same sex, that's his preference. We don't knock no nigga for their preference. So I'm not gonna sit here and just say because that's what he like, he gonna go and mess with his son. I'm not gonna say that. So at the end of the day, we also know Jaguar Wright, a lot of doors closed to her. So it's a little bit of bitterness in there
Mm-hmm.
because of that. So sometimes she gonna tell us 80 to 90% of the truth, but then she might throw certain things in there just
Put a
because
little sauce on it.
she mad.
Yeah. Like she was saying, like Jay-Z allegedly lined up what's his name? D Haven
See,
and
this
Big
is
L and R. Kelly.
I
Hold
couldn't
on.
wait till we got to this part, because when I watched that and I would listen to her say this and I listened to her name all the niggas that she blamed Jay-Z for,
Outside on the
we
balcony.
really gotta think about that, cuz think about it.
Oh, that's on couch.
Before Jay-Z was Big L.
Mazda.
Big L leave us, all of a
Tap
sudden,
on it. Tap on it.
Jay-Z looking like Big L, rapping like Big L. It's like he took Big L's spot. Then
Mazda.
you cross Dame and say something that's
We out
allegedly
there.
because you like the Aaliyah, but he had her. Jaguar even went as far as to say that he sabotaged the whole ordeal with Hype Williams
You
to
doing the
get her
show.
drugged up and get her on that plane that she shouldn't have been on.
Okay.
So when you really look at everything she said when she mentioned that right there, do you think she
Yeah, you be
lying?
like,
Because how you figure she lying if
where they
you
at?
go back and really look at these moments and you can see them. D Haven said it itself, like nigga, Jay-Z left him in the wind.
Mm-hmm.
But when he left him in the wind, he rapped his story.
Hold on, hold on.
So people got to understand when she's saying this, she ain't just saying, oh, whoopty whoopty whoop. Sometimes it's a competitive sport, but at the end of the day, when you want somebody's spot, sometimes you'll do whatever to get that spot. And who's to say Hove didn't do that? We know he didn't spend 10, 20 million just making sure Beyonce got the #1 album. So if he'll do that, what make you think he won't remove niggas that's in his way or that he consider too much competition? Get them out the way. It made sense to me because I've been a hip hop nigga for a long time. And I remember the Big L era. And I also remember once he left, here comes Jay-Z. Nigga, the dressing, the way Hov dressed was just the same as Big L.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many niggas in the industry that had relationships with Hov that he left in the wind. So by her saying Hov ain't who y'all think he is, Beyonce ain't who you think she is,
Mm-hmm.
I gotta believe that because most of the people in the industry that we thought we knew who they was, we didn't know none of these niggas.
Yeah. Until they start showing the
We didn't know none
receipts.
of these niggas. It's just
They
crazy.
started posting receipts on these folks, man.
That
And
is sad.
um yeah, but other than that, what else we had to talk about?
We gotta talk about the situation in Charlotte.
Oh yeah, bro. 8 officers shot, 4 get deleted, 4 injured, all because they tried to serve a warrant to a convicted felon for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. And he turned it up. He died in the front yard. He died in the front yard, bro. And they said nothing like that has ever happened in Charlotte in like 32 years. That was the first time with like 3 officers being killed. Well, 4. Like that was an eye opener.
First, dog, let me say this. Condolences to them officers' families,
No,
because at the end of the day, even though we street niggas, man, everybody is as individuals as humans. So
right,
when these officers go home because they off duty, nigga, the police uniform come off, nigga.
right. They human at the end of
Dads,
the day.
they brothers, they uncles, they grandpas to you know what I mean. So those families mourn too. So this was it was unfortunate,
Right,
but this also lets you know the state of the world right now. Like the world choose violence over peace and love
anything.
any day.
Safe to just stay out the way. You feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
Just go
And then
on
people
to your
wonder why
family.
we went from stay safe to stay dangerous, because in order to stay safe, you got to be dangerous.
That's a fact.
And that should even as a uh civilian, that shouldn't be a way you need to think every day to survive in your environment, because it shouldn't be this many threats in the world. You shouldn't have to face this. You know what I'm saying? Like today we facing our kids is it's every day it's a threat for our kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? With human trafficking going on. And then you got stuff like this going on where we got actual people we don't even know what was going on in dude mind. Like for one, let me just say that too, because he could have just been having a bad day. He could have just been on bull. He could have been mentally disturbed,
Mm-hmm.
because people that be mentally disturbed do get in those times where they act off impulse and not off thought.
Right.
And you can get a situation like that, just like that. So we really don't know what led to this, but it's sad because in the last couple years, there's been so many mass shootings, bruh.
Yes. Plenty of them back to back. But
Like
this
too
all
many.
we gonna do on this episode. I got to grab the little one. We'll polish back up on it. Um, we'll polish back up on it tomorrow.
For sure.
You feel
You
me?
already know. Y'all make
Y'all
sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, we about to turn the trap back up on y'all, man. It's time for that Coach for the Streets,
for the
hosted by
street.
Mafia Paint, man.
We don't
We must protect Jaguar Wright
at all
and
costs.
at all costs. And